Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Yoga Sutra, Sutra 42. Okay. Should be pretty good today. Samtosha Danutamaha Sukhala Paha Tatang Jogatama Yachacha Kama Sukham Loke Yachacha Divyam Mahatu Sukhama Durashana Goshaya Sukhasyaite Nai Hataha Shodashim Galama Iti Durashana Goshaya Sukhasyaite Durashana Goshaya Sukhasyaite Nai Hataha Shodashim Galama Iti. Okay. From contentment comes the attainment of the highest happiness. So also it has been said, whatever sensual pleasure is there in this world, and whatever great pleasure is there in heaven, these cannot be equal to the 16th part of the happiness derived from the cessation of desires. Okay, second translation. As a result of contentment, there is an acquisition of superlative pleasure. And in this sense, it has been said, what constitutes the pleasure of love in this world and what the supreme pleasure of heaven are both not to be compared with the 16th part of the pleasure of dwindled craving. Okay, Veda next, thank you. Veda, Book 6, Hymn 49. Okay, 15 shlokas. Here we go. Namaste. Sutushwa Janam Suvaratam Nabiasi Pilgil Pilmitra Varuna Sumunayanantang. Sutushwa Janam Suvaratam Nabiasi Pilgil Pilmitra Varuna Sumunayanantang. Sutushwa Janam Suvaratam Navyasi Pilgil Pilmitra Varuna Sumuna Yanandam, Sumuna Yanandam. Once more. Sutushwe Janam Subaratam Nabiasi Pilgil Pilmitra Baruna Sumuna Yanandam Ta Gamanantu Ta Iha Shurubanantu Sukushatrasa Sukushatraso Barono Metro Agniha Ta Gamanantu Ta Iha Shurubanantu Sukushatraso Barono Metro Agniha Bisho Bisham Idoyama Matu Indoya Matvara Shevadarapattakratu Maratim Yuvatyoha Bisho Bisham Indoya Matvara Shevadarapattakratu Maratim Bisho Bisham Indoya Matvara Shevadarapattakratu Maratim Yuvatyoha Divaha Shishum Sahasaha Sunu Maganim Yajinyasya Ketumarusham Yajatyai Divaha Shishum Sahasaha Sunu Maganim Yajinyasya Ketumarusham Yajatyai Divaha Shishum Sahasaha Sunu Maganim Yajinyasya Ketumarusham Yajatyai Arushasya Tuhitarang Pirupe Sutupiraniang Pipishe Suro Anyang Vitasuturang Vicharananti Pavake Manama Shurutam Nakushata Rachyamane Pram Vayumachachang Purahati Manisha Purahadrayim Vishvabaram Rathapram Diutadiang Niyutaha Patyamanaha Kaviha Kavimita Miyakushasi Prayajyo Kavimiyakushasi Diutadiama Niyutaha Patyamanaha Kaviha Kavimiyakushasi Prayajyo Sa me Papusha Chadaya Dasha Bi Norio Rato Birokumana Manasa Yujana Sa me Papusha Chadam Sa me Papusha Chadaya Shavi Norio Sa me Papusha Chadaya Shavi Norio Yata Shavi Norio Sa me Papusha Chadaya Chadaya Sa me Papusha Chadaya Davisha Binorio Sa me Papusha Chadaya Davishinorio Rato Birukumana Manasang Yujanaha Sa me Papusha Chadaya Dasha Vinori Sa me Papusha Chadaya Dasha Vinorio Rato Birukumana Manasang Yujanaha Gena Narang Nasatyo Shayatyai. Okay, backing up one shloka. I'm at shloka 5. Okay, once more. Sa me Papusha Chadaya Dasha Vinorio Rato Birukumana Manasang Yujanaha Gena Narang Nasatya Shayatyai Baltiriya Tasatanaya Yatamane Jam Baltiriya Yena Narang Nasatya Shayatyai Baltiriya Tasatanaya temane jam yatiai yena narang na satie shat yatiai yena narang na satie shat yatiai 발디리아 타스타나야야 temane jam 타스타나야 발자니아 바당 브로샤팡 브로티비앙 브리쇼누이 지는 바타마피아니 사티앙 슈루타흐 가바요 야시앙 길필 자가타흐 스타 달자가당 그러노트바마 사티앙 슈루타흐 가바요 야시앙 길필 자가타흐 스타 달자가당 그러노트바마 비라비 가니앙 지트라 유허 사라스바티 비라파트니 티암타트 근나 피라츠 차치드람 샤라남 샤조셔 근나 피라츠 근나 피라츠 치드람 샤라남 사조셔 두라 탈샴 그르너테 샬마 얌사트 once more 근나 피라츠 치드람 샤라남 사조셔 두라 탈샴 그르너테 샬마 얌사트 파타스 파타흐 파리파팀 파자시앙 까메나 그르토 아피아 날럴까무 아피아 날럴까무 파타스 파타흐 파리파팀 파자시앙 까메나 그르토 아피아 날럴까무 사노 라사제 추루 타시자는 드라 그랑 티암 시샤타티 그랑 보셔 사노 라사제 추루 타시자는 드라 그랑 티암 시샤타티 그랑 보셔 once again 사노 라사제 추루 타시자는드라 그랑 티암 very hard 티암 사노 라사제 추루 타시자는드라 그랑 티암 시샤타티 브라 부슈 프라타마 파잠 야샤삼 와요탐 수파노임 대밤 수가 파스티 무르트밤 프라타마 파잠 야샤삼 와요탐 수파노임 대밤 수가 파스티 무르트밤 프라타마 파잠 야샤삼 와요탐 수파노임 대밤 수가 파스티 무르트밤 호탕 야크셔디야자탐 파스티아나 마그니스트 바시르람 소하밤 비팡밤 호탕 야크셔디야자탐 파스티아나 마그니스트 바시르람 소하밤 비팡밤 푸바나시야 피타람 길피라 피 두르람 디방 발타양 루드라 마그다움 부르하는 담으로 쉐바자 마자람. Okay, backing up 2 sentences. 호탕 야크셔디야자탐 파스티아나 마그니스트 바시르람 수하밤 비팡밤 once more. 호탕 야크셔디야자탐 파스티아나 그니 호탕 야크셔디야자탐 파스티아나 마그니스트 바시르람 수하밤 비팡밤 푸바나시야 피타람 길피라 피 루드람 디방 발타양 루드라 마그다움 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무로 타그 쿠베마 가빈네 슈이타 사흐. Shloka 10, by the way, second part. 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무로 타그 쿠베마 수슈문 나무로 타그 쿠베마 수슈문 나무로 타그 쿠베마 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무로 트밤 그 쿠베마 가빈네 슈이타 사흐. 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무 무르탄 그 쿠베마 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무 무르타고 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무를 타그 쿠베마. Same mistake 5 times. 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무를 타그 쿠베마. Almost. 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무를 타그 쿠베마 가비나 슈이타 사흐. Once more. 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무를 타그 쿠베마 가비나 슈이타 사흐. Once more. 불어하는 땀으로 시바마자람 수슈문 나무를 타그 쿠베마 가비나 슈이타 사흐. 유방나흐 가바요 야지니야소 마르토 가는타 그르너토 파라시야무 마치드람 비제드티 제는 바탕을 가는타 이드타 나가샤노도 나로 앙기라스바트 아치드람 제드티 제는 바탕을 버릇하는타 이드탕을 나가샤노도 나로 앙기라스바트. 프랑 비라야 프랑 타바세 수투라야 장 유테바 바슈라쿠 슈이라세타마. Shloka 12, by the way. 프랑 비라야 프랑 타바세 투라야 장 유테바 바슈라쿠 슈이라세타마. 상 Pesa Poroshati Tanambi Shrutasya Sutta Pilna Nakam Bachanasya Bipaha. I might have done that correctly. I want to do it again. Once you say it correctly, you don't have to say it again in Aryan Sanskrit. Sam Pesa Poroshati Tanambi Shrutasya Sutta Pilna. See, I might have said it correctly. But I'll say it again. 상 베서프로샤티 다는비 슈루타시야 스트르 필나 나감 바짜나시야 비파흐. 상 베서프로샤티 다는비 슈루타시야 스트르 필나 나감 바짜나시야 비파흐. 용 Okay, so 15 is the last one. I thought it was 14 is the last. Okay, home stretch. 3 shlokas left. Yo rajamsi vimame partivani trishe chid vishnu manave matitayam. Yo rajamsi vimame partivani trishe chid vishnu manave matitaya. So the first time out of counted also, I do more than I should naturally. What am I supposed to do? Yom rajamsi bimame partivani dureshechede vishnu manave matitayam. Tasya de sharmanu nupadadiyamane rayang 마데마 따는방 따능 참 Taneno hilbutnyo. So the first time I say it is important. I should put more pressure on myself the first time. I say I always take it as taking a jab, but in the Aryan Sanskrit world, taking a jab is enough. So I must be careful how I jab. Taneno hilbutnyo, taneno hilbutnyo, other piralkaise tata parvatasa tata sabitang jano tat. Taneno hilbutnyo, other piralkaise tata parvatasa tata sabitang jano tat. Dadoshati pirapi ratisha jo pagaha bram tiljimbanantu brayam. Should I count that? I want to count it as a protest to myself. That was good enough. So I laughed. So I'm gonna risk. I said this once. I'm not gonna say it again. Just as a form of protest to myself. It's enough. Nu no rayim ratiam jaisha nui prime Viram Maha Ratasya Gopam. But then again, I cannot move on. That's another thing, is if I say it so sloppily, I can't even say sloppily, not sloppily. My saying sloppily is sloppy itself. So if it's too sloppy, you can't move on. That's my experience with Aryan Sanskrit. Here we go. So backing up one sentence. Dadosha ti pirapi ratisha jom pag pa. Dadosha ti pirapi ratisha jom pagaha buram til jinbanan jinbatu braya. Dadosha ti pirapi ratisha jom pagaha buram til jinbanantu jinbatu buram til jinbanan jinbatu buram til jinbatu. So when I was Shri Prabhupada, I most likely have said this wrong. This word. If anybody has a record. Dadosha ti pirapi ratisha jo pagaha buram til jinam batu. Yeah, I'm making the same mistake like 5 times. Dadosha ti pirapi ratisha jo pagaha buram til jinam batu braya. Correcting my past life's mistake. Dadosha ti pirapi ratisha jo pagaha buram til jinam batu braya. Nu no rayim ratiam jaisha nui pram Viram Maha Ratasya Gopam. Oh. Okay, last sentence. Kushoyam ta jaram yana janasa jananan sapurato adebira picha gramama visha adebira pyashanavana bama. Once again, final sentence. Kushoyam ta jaram yana jananan sapurato adebira. Kushoyam ta jaram yana jananan sapurato adevira pi gramama visha adevira pyashanavama. Once again. Kushoyam ta jaram yana jananan sapurato adevira pi gramama visha adevira pyashanavama. Jananan sapurato. Okay. Namaste. Oh yeah. So this is missing shlokas 1 through 4. You see that right there. It's missing 2 pages. unfortunate. Bound to happen though when you have a huge collection of stuff. 49. Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna read from here until I finish 4, and then I'll continue reading it here, because I like reading from the original as I can. Here we go. I laud with new songs the righteous people, Mitra and Varuna, who make us happy. Let them approach. Here, let them listen, Agni, Varuna, Mitra, lords of fair dominion. Him to be praised at each tribe's sacrifices, the 2 young patrons, sober-minded herald. The son of strength, the child of heaven, the signal of sacrifice, red Agni will I worship. Unlike in form are the red gods' 2 daughters, one is the sun's, and stars bedeck the other. Apart the sanctifiers in succession come to the famed hymn, praised in holy verses. I, with the lofty song, call hither Vayu, all bounteous, filler of his car, most wealthy. Thou sage with bright path, lord of harnessed horses, impetuous, promptly honorest the prudent. Okay, so now I'm switching books. So there's the same sentence. Here we go. That chariot of the Ashvins, fair to look on, pleaseth me well, yoked with a thought refulgent. Wherewith, na satyas, chiefs, ye seek our dwelling to give new strength to us and to our children. Bulls of the earth, Ovata and Bajania, stir up for us the regions of the water. Hearers of truth, ye sages, world supporters, increase his living wealth, whose songs delight you. So may Sarasvati, the hero's consort, brisk with rare life, the lightning's child, inspire us. And with the dame's accordant, give the singer a refuge, unassailable and flawless. I praise with eloquence him who guards what they spell eloquence wrong. I praise with eloquence him who guards all pathways. He, when his love impelled him, went to Aika. May he vouchsafe us, gear with gold to grace it. May Pushan make each prayer of ours effective. May herald Agni, Fulgen, bring for worship the Vashiter adored, in homes and swift to listen. Glorious, first to share, the life restore, the ever-active God, fair-armed, fair-handed. Rudra by day, Rudra at night, we honor with these our songs, the universe's Father. Him, great and lofty, blissful, undecaying, let us call specially as the sage impels us. I'm going to read that sentence again. Him, great and lofty, blissful, undecaying, let us call specially as the sage impels us. Ye who are youthful, wise, and meet for worship, come, Maruts, to the longing of the singer. Coming as erst to Angangiras, O heroes, ye animate and quicken even the desert. Even as the herdsman driveth home his cattle, I urge my songs to him, the strong, swift hero. May he, the glorious, lay upon his body the singer's hymns, as stars bedeck the heaven. He who for man's behoof, in his affliction thrice measured out the earthly regions, Vishnu. When one so great as thou affordeth shelter, may we with wealth and with ourselves be happy. Sweet be this song of mine to Abhibudunya, Vaivata, Savitar with floods and lightnings. Sweet with the plants to gods who seek oblations. May liberal Paga speed us on to riches. Give riches born on cars with many heroes, contenting men, the God of mighty order. Give us a lasting home, that we may battle with godless bands of men who fight against us, and meet with tribes to whom the gods are gracious. Okay, Upanishad next. Let me charge my laptop. Good test. Alright, Upanishad next. Okay. Fourth Kananda. Alright, here we go. Give me 1 second, I just want to double check I'm on the right Upanishad. It's good for me to take a break. Okay, so I just double checked. I already did 4. Moving on. Chanandogi Upanishad, 5th Kananda, 3rd book. 4 shlokas. Here we go. Ata ye siol tevang rashema yasatang eva siol tevang matuna doyo guhyang eva deshang matukroto brahma eva boshepam tang amurotang apah ye siol tevang tem bang ete guhyang deshang eta de brahma pyatapam Satasya Pitapatasya Rashasateja Inandriyam Viryamananadiyam Rasojayatam Tadevyak Sharata Tadang Dityam Apito Sharayata Tadevang Etadyata Tadang Dityasya Matye Shophatang Kushophatang Iti Evan once more. Tadevyak Sharata Tadang Dityam Apito Sharayata Tadevang Etadyata Tadang Dityasya Matye Kushophatang Ivan. Okay. I have to do something. Give me 1 minute. Thank you. Going back one. Nadavyako sharat Tadavyako sharata tada aditya mapito sharayata tadavanga etadiyada tada aditya siya matye koshopata ivam. Te bang ete rasanam rasang Veda hi rasasutesha mete rasasutani bang etani amurutana mamurutani Veda yamuruta sutesha metani amurutani. Namaste. Yeah, cool. Iti Panchamaha Kanundaha. Okay. Fifth calendar. So its upper rays are its upper honey cells. The bees are the hidden teachings. The flower is Brahma. The drops of nectar fluid. Probably ... Verily, those hidden teachings brooded upon that Brahma. From it, when it had brooded, verily, those hidden teachings brooded upon that Brahma. From it, when it had been brooded upon, there was produced, as its essence, splendor, brightness, power, vigor, and food. It flowed forth. It repaired to the sun. Verily, that is what seems to tremble in the middle of the sun. Verily, these are the essences of the essences. For the Vedas are essences, and these are their essences. Verily, these are the nectars of the nectars. For the Vedas are nectars, and these are their nectars. Thus ends the fifth calendar. Okay, next and last is Garuda Purana. There's no there's no physical copy, so yeah, I'm gonna read from here, switching mic also, and it should be chapter 12 today. Garuda Purana, chapter 12, coming up, taking a short break, maybe a 1-minute break. Mic check, cool. Alright, so what chapter is it really? Yeah, 12. Across the board, 12. 80 shlokas. I'm gonna try to get through as quickly as possible. I think that's the only way to do it. And you know what? Alright, let's get to it. And then if I need a break, I'll take it. I'm very, it's 80 shlokas. That means 2 hours. Okay, here we go. Atha devadasho dhyayaha Namaste. Garuda vacham ekadashatinasyapi vitim puruhim surashivaram purushotta sargavitanam cha vadame jagati shivaram Shri Bhagavanubhajam ekadashehani kanantaviyam pratareva jalashayam Arthvadahi kariyang salvang karanuyang prayatanatam. Once more. Arthvadahi kariyang salvang karanuyang prayatanatam. Vimanantarayat brahmanam shikang Pradasha Satra Parayanana Pratayat Pratamukutim Cha Namasakaratiya Kratanjaliha Sunana Samthyadikam Kratavang Hyajaryopi Shuchirpavat Pitanam Pitivat Kuriya deka dashaka shadino chitama Vitanam pitivat Kuriya deka dashadino chitama Vitanam pitivat Kuriya deka dashadino chitama. Backing up one sentence. Snana samthyadikam kratavang hyajaryopi shuchirpavat pitanam pitivat uryadeka dashadino chitama pitanam pitivat uryadeka dashadino chitama vitanam pitivat Kuriya deka dashadino chitama Vitanam pitivat Kuriya deka dashadino chitama Amanantaram karaya chitradatam dashaham nama putrata Amanantaram karaya chitradatam dashaham Nama Gotrataha. Once more. Amanantaram Karaya Chitradatam Dashaham Nama Gotrataha. Ekadashehavi Pratasya Tadiyat Binandam Samanantarakama. Once more. Ekadashehavi Pratasya Tadiyat Binandam Samanantarakama Savarnam Karayat Vishinam Radhamanam Raupyakam Tatham Rudrasata Murayaha Muramayaha Rudrasata Muramayaha Karyo Yamu Rohamayaha Kagam. Once again, Shloka 6, by the way, second part. Rudrasya Muramayaha Karyo Yamu Rudrasata Muramayaha Karyo Yamu Rohamayaha Kagam. Basajime Vishnu Kala Sham Kanangu Kala Samanabit Basajime Vishnu Kalasham Kangodaka Samanam Vitama Mashechime Vishnu Kalasham Kangodaka Samanam Vitama Dasio Parinia Sadvishinum Be Dasio Parinia Sadvishinum Be Tavasatrana Bet Shirtuitam almost. Dasio Parinia Sadvishinum Be Tavasatrana Pashituitama. Shloka 8. Purva tu Brahmakala Shamko Shri Rodaka Samanambitam. Purva tu Brahmakala Shamko Shri Rodaka. Purva tu Brahmakala Shamko Shri Rodaka Samanambitam. Once more. Purva tu Brahmakala Samkoshri. Purva tu Brahmakala Sham. Purva tu Brahmakala Shamkoshri Rodaka Samanambitam. Brahmanam Sathapayata Tatram Shivatasa Vasatarana Pashatuitama. Brahmanam Sathapayata Tatara Shivata Vasatarana Pashatuitama. Udutarasiyam Ludurakumampam. Udutarasiyam Ludurakumampam Puritam Matus Salpishwa. Udutarasiyam Ludurakumampam Puritam Matus Salpishwa. Shri Rudram Sathapayata Tataram Rakata Vasatarana Pashatuitama. Shri Rudram Sathapayata Tataram Shri Rudram Sathapayata Tataram Rakata Vasatarana Pashatuitama. Almost. Shri Rudram Sathapayata Tataram Rakata Vasatarana Rakata. Shri Rudram Sathapayata Tatra Rakata Vasatarana Pashatuitama. Takushwena Siam Yamakarta Minandro Takasamana. Takushwena Siam Yamakarta. Takushwena Siam Yamakarta Minandro. Takushwena Siam Yamakarta Minandro Takasamana Vitama. Krishna Vasatarana Sambashatuya Dasyopari Yamam Nyasat. Matye tu Manandalam Kratavang Sathapayata Kaushikam Sutaha. Takushwina Pimukho Pudavanga Pasa Viena Jam Talpayat. Shloka 11, second part, by the way. Takushwina Pimukho Pudavanga Pasa Viena Jam Talpayat. Takushwina Pimukho Pudavanga Pasa Viena Jam Talpayat. Vishnum Vitim Shivam Dharma Veda Manantarashijam Talpayat. Once more. Vishnum Vitim Shivam Dharma Veda Manantarashijam Manantaraishijam. Vishnum Vitim Shivam Dharma Veda Manantaraishijam Talpayat. Humam Kratavanga Jarata Pashijam Chaha Dasha Kamta Dikama. I have to double check this. I think they spell this wrong. Yeah, Katta. Shloka 12. I'm referencing this, but I don't want to read this version here, but I'm using it as a reference to double check. Shloka 12 once again, second part. Homam Kratavanga Jarata Pashijam Homam Kratavanga Charata Pasajang Chang Homam Gratavang Charata Pasajang Homam Gratavang Charata Pasajang Homam Gratavang Charata Pasajang Chang Dasha Kata Dikama Homam Gratavang Charata Pasajang Homam Gratavang Charata Pasajang Chang Dasha Kata Dikama Kodanam Chang Tato Tadianta Petranam Tarano Yang Pai Gaure Shwe Pi Mayang Tatatan Pi Purita Yesutu Matava Gaure Shwe Pi Mayang Tatatan Purita Yesutu Matava Gaure Shwe Pi Mayang Tatatan Purita Yesutu Matava Upapungatam Pukutam Upapukutam tu Tasya Sida Vasatara Pushana Vahanama Once more, Shloka 15 by the way. Upapukutam tu Tasya Sida Vasatara Pushana Vahanama Kratapurnam Kam Syapatram Sapatab Thanyam Dattadi Pusitamam Kratapurnam Kam Syapatram Sapatatthanyam Dadi Pusitamam Tiladyashita Mahadana Manutakale Na Jatakratama Shaya Samipe Krut Vaitad Danam Tasya Pradapayat Shloka 15, second part. Shaya Samipe Trut Shaya Samipe Trut Vaitadanam Tasya Pradapayat Prakushovyam Vipuracharano Pujaya Damambara Dipiha Siddhananam Tasya Tatavyam Mudakam Pupupakah Payaha Siddhananam Tasya Tatavyam Mudakam Pupupakah Payaha Sthapayata Purusha Haimam Chayopari Tadang Sutaha Pujayitevang Pradatam Pujayitevang Pradatavyam Tata Pujayitevang Pradatavyam Mrutashayang Yatoditang. Okay, so I'm at Shloka 17, second part. I'm gonna finish that Shloka and that'll be about, I'll be done with 1/5, 20% of the whole thing, which isn't too bad. So that took me about 15 minutes. So 15 times 5 is about 1 hour and a half, which is what I would expect. So let me just finish that sentence. I'm gonna take a break and I need alcohol now. I just realized, otherwise my tongue won't move. It's either no drinking and no go for me, or go through hell doing this, or drink a little alcohol and get through it as easily as I can muster. Okay, here we go. Let me just finish 17, second part, and then I'm taking a 1-minute break, drinking, and then getting back to it. And it should be faster. Pujayitevang Pradatavyam Mrutashayang Yatoditang. Once more. Pujayitevang Pradatavyam Mrutashayang Yatoditang. Okay, so yeah, taking a break at the start of 18, 80 total, so about 20% done getting alcohol. Advertisement for Natty Daddy. They're famous for natural ice. It's cheap beer, that's what it is. So they have a version called Natty Daddy. I'm gonna offer this. So when you offer alcohol, you use this manantara right here. Hare Purushana, Hare Bhavanama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. It means, has many meanings. One of them is glory to God, glory to the highest, glory to honor, glory to the king. And then you say the Kali Yuga version. Hakarahaba Hadohayu, Hakarahaba Hadohayu, Hakarahaba Hadohayu. Say it about 3 times and then I'm down. Sometimes I use a bell. This is all for alcohol. Namaste. I mean, yeah. It's the correct caveman's version of offering alcohol. You cannot offer it to any older gods. There are certain gods that accept it, you know. Like my experience says, you cannot offer alcohol to Jagannatha, Shri Jagannatha, but you could offer it to Bala Vamana Jagannatha, baby tiny Jagannatha. You could offer alcohol because he doesn't care. Look up, she's still taking a break. So 20% done. It's only gonna get faster. The trick of drinking alcohol, I found out, is when to stop. Knowing when to stop. And if you need it, when to continue. Yeah. Like, now I have 1 sip left. Otherwise, I'll get sick. Yeah, and that's the whole point. You don't get sick from drinking alcohol. Okay, here we go. Mic check. Alright, okay, here we go. There's this is Garuda Purana, by the way. There's nothing more purifying than Garuda Purana. So if you have, you know, a really bad disease and you have a cause to go up against God, to say, hey man, what the hell, man, heal me. That's how purifying this is. Alright, Shloka 18. Here we go. Paratasyam Pratima Yukutan Sarvopakara Noel Bratan. Once more. Pratasya Pratima Yukutan Sarvopakara Noel Bratan. Once more. Pratasya Pratima Yukutan Sarvopakara Noel Bratan. Same as Pratasya Pratima Yukutan Sarvopakara Noel Bratan. Pratashaya Maya Hieshwa Tupyam Vipra Nivaditatitam Nivadita. Pratashaya Maya Hieshwa Tupyam Vipra Nivaditam Ityang Chayayi Tatavyam Brahmanoya Kutumbinem. Once more. Itya Chayayi Tatavyam Brahmanoya Kutumbinem Tataha Pratakushuinui Krutya Pranui Patya Visaljayat Tataha Pratakushuinui Krutya Pranui Tataha Pratakushuinui Krutya Pranui Patya Salvaja Visaljayat. Tataha Pratakushuinui Krutya Pranui Patya Visaljayat. Once more. Tataha Pratakushuinui Krutya Pranui Patya Visaljayat. Evam Shaya Pradhanena Shradhatena Tavakadina. Once now my body's reacting. Shloka 20. 80 is the last one. Where's my place? Shloka 20. 80 is the last shloka. Evam Shaya Pradhanena Shradhatena Tavakadina. Burushota Sargavitanena Prato Yati Param Katima. Ekadashe Huni Pitina Burushota Sargam Samacharat. Hinangangam Roginam Panam Tyakatang Kuriyata Salakushanama. Rakata Shit Kushaha Rakata Kushaha Bingalong Yasutu Rakata Sharangange Kale Kure. Once more. Rakata Kushaha Rakata Kushaha Bingangalo Yasutu Rakata Sharangange Kale Kure. Rakata Kushaha Bingangalo Yasutu Rakata Sharangange Kale Kure. Shiveto Daraha Karashana Purashatwa Brahmanasya Vitiyate. Shiveto Daraha Karashana Purashatwa Brahmanasya Vitiyate. Shiveto Daraha Karashana Purashatwa Brahmanasya Vitiyate. Susunigata Varna Yoga Susunikata Varna Yoga Rakataha Kushatriyasya Vitiyate. Shloka 23. I'll say it again. Susunigata Varna Yoga Susunigata Varna Yoga Rakataha Kushatriyasya Vitiyate. Pita Varna Sheja Vaishyasya Karashanaha Shudrasya Shasyate. Once more. Pita Barnoshita, Vaishyasia, Kuroshanaha, Shudrasya, Shashyatem. Yasutu, Sarvanganga Bimgaha. Yasutu, Sarvanganga Bimgaha, Siyaja Chuvataha, Siyaja Chuvataha, Buddha Padeshu. 24, by the way. Once again. Yasutu, Sarvanganga Bimgaha. Yasutu, Sarvanganga Bimgaha, Siyaja Chuvataha, Buddha Padeshu. Double checking the spelling here. So yeah, this version is very good for being 24 children. So yeah, they use the double This version is something else. Right, whatever. I'll go with this version here then. Here we go. Yasutu Sarvanganga Bimgaha Siyaja Chivataha Buddha Padeshu Jam. Once more. Yasutu Sarvanganga Bimgaha Siyaja Chivataha Buddha Padeshu Jam. Yeah, sometimes they'll substitute a M sound for sound. So instead of binga, they'll use bimga, which is not correct. I'm strict. In Aryan Sanskrit, you have to be strict, or else it's not Aryan. If it's not strict, it's not Aryan. If it's not strict, it's not Aryan Sanskrit. Alright, drinking. Shloka 24. If it's not strict, it's not Aryan Sanskrit. If it's not strict, it is not Aryan Sanskrit. It's very strict. Like a computer language, strict. Seriously. If it's not strict, it's not Aryan Sanskrit. Okay. Moving right, 24 once again, same thing. Yasutu Sarvanganga Bimgaha. Yasutu Sarvanganga Bimgaha Siyaja Chivataha Buddha Padeshu Jam. Sapingango. Yeah, let me see. See, this book uses sapingo for this. The actual word was sapingo. Sapingo Purapa Ityahuha Petararanam Pratisai Baltanaha. But it's not legible enough for me. I can't read this. So I'm gonna go with this, sorry. But I'll use the correct spelling for the reading. Bingangaha Quran. Sapingango Vrosha Ityahuha Petranan Prativaltil Tanaha. Sapingango Vrosha Ityahuha Petranan Prativaltil Tanaha. Tarana Satu Jarana Sutu Mukham Pujucham Yasya Shivatani Kopateha. Jarana Sutu Mukham Pujucham. Jarana Sutu Mukham Pujucham Yasya Shivatani Kopateha. La Kushora Sasa Baino. La Kushora Sasa Baino Yasusan Nila Iti Kirtitaha. La Kushora Sasa Baino. La Kushora Sasa Baino Yasusan. La Kushora Sasa Baino Yasusan Nila Iti Kirtitaha. Lohito Yasutu Barnuana Mukhe Pujuchecha Mananduraha. Bimgaha Shoka 26. I'm just referencing this and let me do this here. I'm not using this text, by the way. I'm just referencing it. But let me change that so it points to the right. So I'm at 16. I'm not using this text. Lohito Yasutu Barnuana Mukhe Pujuchecha Mananduraha Bingangaha Kurabishana Pyam Bhagatanilo Nigadiatem Salvange Shivaka Barno Salvange Shivaka Barno Yaha Bingangaha Pujuche Kurefu Yaha Salvange Shivan Salvange Shivaka Bar Salvange Shivaka Barno Yaha Bingangaha Salvange Shivaka Barno Yaha Bingangaha Pujuche Kureshu Yaha Tam Nila Binganga. Yeah, they use the whole substituting for so I don't know. That's what they do. That's what the modern people do. Tam Nila Binganga Mityahu. Tam Nila Binganga Mityahu Pueva Jojatara Karakame. Tam Nila Binganga Mityahu Pueva Jojatara Karakame. Parabatam Sapalna Sutu Lalatue Nilakan Bitahe. Tam Mapuru Nila Mityahu Purnam Salvanga Shopanama. Nila Salvashari Reshum Akatashicha Nayana Devayam. Tamapia Huimaha Nilam Nilaha Pachambitaha Sumurataha Panchavita. Sorry. Tamapia Huimaha Nilam Nilaha Panchavitaha Sumurataha. Shloka 30. Avashyameva Mukutabhyo Nasa Tharyo Guruha Pavet Tadatameshwar Jarati Loke Gatha Puratani. Ashita Vyam Bahavaha Putra Yadiya Kopi Gayam Rajat. Ashtavyang Bahavaha Putra Yadieko Pi Gayan Rajat. One second. Shloka 31. Ashtavyang Bahavaha Putra Yadieko Pi Gayan Rajat. Gaurim Vivahayat Ganiyam Gaurim Vivahayat Ganiyam Nilam Bang Purusha Muto Surajat. Sang Eva Putro Manantavyo Purushoto Salgam Tu Yashicharet. Sang Eva Putro Manantavyo Purushot Sang Eva Putro Manantavyo Purushoto Salgam Tu Yashicharet. Kayayam Shirad Tatata Kayayam Shirad Tatata Ja Yonyo Vishita Samaha Kilam. Kayayam Shirad Tatata Ja Yonyo Vishita Samaha Kilam. Lauravadishu Ye Gachita Patyanante Yasya Pulvajaha Purushoto Salgena Danan Sal Purushoto Salgena Danan Salvangan Salvam Sata Purushoto Salgena Danan Salvam Sata Re Taraya Daka Bimshatima. Purushoto Salgena Danan Salvam Sata Raya Daka Bimshatima Yedeka. Purushoto Salgena Danan Salvam Sata Raya Deka Sabisham Bimshita. Purushoto Salgena Danan Salvam Sata Raya Deka. Purushoto Salgena Danan Salvam Sata Raya Deka Bimshatima. Purushoto Salgam Dulacha Chananti Pitaraha Savargatang Api. Asamadu Vesha Sutaha Ko Asamadu Vesha Sutaha Kopi Purushoto Salgam Karishyatim. Second version. Asamadu Vesha Sutaha Kopi Purushoto Salgam Karishyati. Taduta Salga Devayam Salvaim Yasya Maha Paramam Katimam. Okay, so the second version. Taduta Salga Devayam Salve Yasya Maha Paramam Katimam. Salvaya Jinyeshu Jasamakam Purusho Yajinyohi. Salvaya Jinyeshu Jasamakam Salvaya Jinyeshu Jasamakam Purusho Yajinyohi Bukutidaha. Dasamata Petra Vimukutyal Tam. Oh wait. Yeah. So sometimes this version that I'm using it's wrong. Some of it is wrongly printed. Whatever. Alright. Shloka 36. Dasamata Petra Vimukutyal Tam Purshoyajinyam Samacharet. Tasamata Petra Vimukutyal Tam Purushoyajinyam Samacharet. Yatokotena vitanena kuriyat salvam prayanam yatnataha. Yatokotena vitanena kuriyat salvam prayatnataha. Grahanam sithapanam kritavam tatatanam manantraishicha pujanam. Homam kuriyat yatha yashashat yatha. So just finding out mistakes. Homam kuriyat yatha shasata. Okay, two versions. Homam kuriyat yatha shasataram pujayat dashamataraha. Second version. Homam kuriyat yatha shasataram pujayat prapamaturaha. Vrusha. Okay. Once again, second version. Homam kuriyat yatha shasataram pujayat purushamaturaha. Homam kuriyat yatha shasataram pujayat purushamaturaha. Matasam patasim samanaya patni tat sanganganam tayoha. Batasam patasim samanaya patni tat sanganganam tayoha. Batasam patasim samanaya patni tat sanganganam tayoha. Vaivayena vitanena sitamam pamara maropayat tatang. Vaivayena vitanena sitamam pamaropayat tatang yatatam. Vaivayena vitanena sitamam pamara. Vaivayena vitanena sitamam pamaropayat tatang yat. Vaivayena vitanena sitamam pamaropayat tatang. 39. Snapayacham Burusham Patasim Rudrakumum Podakenacham Anantamalyaishicha Sampujya Karayachicha Pradakushvinam Purishulam Takushvinue Panshave Vame Chakram Pradapayat Tam Bimujyan Jalim Patwan Manantaramimam Sutaha. Tam Bimujyan Jalim Patwan Manantaramimam Sutaha. Palmasatavam Purusharupana Brahmana Nirmitaha Purana. Tabotu Sarga Pradhanena Darayasava Pavailnavangat. Tabotu Sarga Pradhanena Darayasava Pavailnavangat. Iti Manantarana Namasakaratiya Patasim Samutu Sarajat. Varadoham Sadang Tasya Pratamukusham Tadami Jam. Tasamadesha Barakaltata Vyasatatak Palam. 43, by the way. Yeah, I'm not reading that, so if I'm not following this, don't be mad at me. Tasamadesha prakaltatam. Tasamadesha prakaltatam kaltatam. Tasamadesha prakaltatam vyasa tatapalam. Tasamadesha prakaltatam vyasa tatapalam jivato bhavat. Apoturasatu savayam karatavang sukham yati param katim. Kartika down shuphe mase jotutara yanoge varang. Kartika down shuphe mase jotutara yanoge varang. Kartika down shuphe mase jotutara yanoge varang. Once more. Kartika down shuphe mase jotutara yanoge rabang. Shukuna pakushwa tabang karashanwa devada sheshyang diti tau tatang. Shukuna pakushwa tabang karashanwa devada diti tau tatang. Once again. Shukla pakushwa tabang karashanwa devada diti tau tatang. That counted. Once again. 44, by the way, second part. Shukla pakushwa tabang karashanwa. Shukla pakushwa tabang karashanwa devada diti tau tatang. Okay. Grahana de Vitaye Jaiva Punya Dilte Naya de Vayam. Grahana de Vitaye Jaiva Punya Dilte Yana de Vayam. Vrishabhada Vitaye Japi Purushottu Saigam Samacharet. Shuphe lagune muhulte jang shujang deshe samahitah. Brahmanam tu samahuya vitijinyam shupalakushanama. Shuphe lagune muhulte jang shujang deshe samahitah. Brahmanam tu samahuya vitijinyam shupalakushanama. Apai hau maisit tatang danai he parakuriya de doha shoptanama. Japai hau maisit tatang danai he parakuri. Japai hau maisit tatang danai he parakuriya de doha shoptanama. Once more. Japai hau maisit tatang danai he parakuriya de doha shoptanama. Pulvavata sakalam kuratiam kuriyada thopmadi lakushanama. Pulvavata sakalam kuratiam kuriyada thopmadi lakushanama. Once more. Pulvavata sakalam kuratiam kuriyada thopmadi lakushanama. Shalagramam cha samsatapya Vaishnavam Shirada Tamarat Macharet. Shalagramam cha samsatapya Vaishnavam Shirada Tamacharet. once more. Shalagramam cha samsatapya Vaishnavam Shiradhatama Charat Atma Shiradhatam Tatah Kuriyad Dadadyadanam Divijanamane Atma Shiradhatam Tatah Kuriyad Dadadyadanam Kuriyad Dadadyadanam 48 by the way. Atma Shiradhatam Tatah Kuriyad Dadadyadanam Atma Shiradhatam Tatah Kuriyad Dadadyadanam Divijanamane. Okay, second version. Atma Shiradhatam Tatah Kuriyad Dadadyadanam Divijanamane. That might be the correct version. So this version might have wrong. Yeah. So okay, maybe it's good to reference this while I'm reading it. You can't trust anything nowadays, folks. Evan yahe kurute pakushuinen na puturaku shichapi putrabane. So if I feel that a sentence is not authentic, then I'll always reference this right here. Yeah, so it's two versions right now. Evam yahe kurute pakushuinen na putura shichapi putrabane. Now, second version. Evam yahe kurute pakushuinen na puturasyapi putrabane. That might be the correct version. Sarvakama palam tasya purushotu sargat brajayatem. Sarvakama palam tasya purushotu sargat brajayatem. Agni Hotra de Piriai Jinyail Da Naishicha Bibi Tairapi. Okay, so from now on, whenever I'm reading Garuda Purana, I will no longer use this interface, I'll use this instead, so I could reference it. Because now I'm coming up with two different versions at least. Sometimes you have to combine words in which you'll come up with three different versions. Only one of them is correct. There can be only one. That this is what most people forget. There can be only one. That's it. But I'll read as many different versions just to cover my own rear. If you get what I'm saying. Okay, 50. And I'll take a break. 30 left. Not too bad. Speed-wise, I'm doing pretty good. Agni Hotra de Piriai Jinyail Da Naishijam. Agni Hotra de Piriai Jinyail. Agni Hotra de Piriai Jinyail Da Naishijam Bibi Tairapim. Sarvakama palam tasya purushotu sargat brajayatem. Oh no, sorry. 52nd sentence. I read the wrong shloka. Na tam katimava punoti purushotu sargano yam lakushwat. Okay, second version. Na tam katimava punoti purushotu sargano yam lapet. Third version. Na tam katimava punoti purushotu sargano yam lakushwat. Lapet or lakush. That's the okay. Na tam katimava punoti purushotu sargano yam lapet. I think this is the correct one. Alright, so it now leaves me no choice but to use both versions. This physical version, which is not online, and this digital version, which is 100 years old, at least 50 years old. Very old, very old. Okay, 51. Okay, I'm gonna take another 1 minute break. 30 shlokas left. 30 shlokas, if I'm well rested, it'll take me no longer than 45 minutes. So 45 minutes or less from now on, I should be done reading the Sanskrit. So I'm taking my 1 minute break. Thank you. To give you an idea of what the future is gonna be like with my channel, it's gonna be like I will understand Sanskrit, so I will understand what's written here, so I won't need to read the English translation, which at that point, when I read Sanskrit, a few people will start understanding the meanings without the translation. That's what the future holds with my channel. Okay, so 51, 80 is the last one, 30 left, 31 or 30 left, 30 left. And when it comes to the translation part, I'm gonna get through as quickly as possible. The text is right here, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it correctly, it's not that important compared to, the Sanskrit texts. Okay, so let me get drugged up, and so I'll finish within the next half an hour. Shabbat in 2.5 hours here in New York. My spiritual self shuts down in a way during Sabbath. Like I can't do Sanskrit writing. I don't want to read any Sanskrit. I could only chant the Hare Krishna mantra because it's fun. Almost there. Here we go. 51. Shloka 51. Baliya Kaumare Bhaganandua Yavane Vaitake Gurutama Yatapam Tadabinashena Yasheta Purushottu Sagena Yam Akwatu Yatapam Tadabinasheta Yatapam Tadabinasheta Purushottu Sagana Samchayaha Mitradrohi Pratakna Shecha Purapo Purutalma Pagah Mitradrohi Mitradrohi Pratakna Mitradrohi Grata Knashichan Surapo Guru Tare Bagahe Guru Tare Mitradrohi Grata Knashichan Surapo Guru Tare Bagahe. Once more. This is 52. Mitradrohi Grata Khna Mitradrohi Grata Grata Mitradrohi Grata Knashichan. In Kali Yuga, it's very hard to say certain Sanskrit words in Kali Yuga. Mitradrohi Grata Knashichan Surapo Guru Tare Bagahe. Mitradrohi Grata Knashichan Mitradrohi Grata Knashichan Surapo Guru Tare Bagahe Guru. Mitradrohi Grata Knashichan Surapo Guru Tare Bagahe. Brahmaha Hemahari Chan Purushoto Sargata Pramuchate. Brahmaha Hemahari Chan Purushoto Sargata Pramuchyatem. Tasmata Saivam Prayatanena Tasmata Saiva Prayatanena Purushoto Saivam Purusho Yajinyam Samacharete. Tasmata Saiva Prayatanena Purusho Yajinyam Tasmata Saiva Prayatanena Purusho Yajinyam Samacharete. Purushoto Sarga Saman Punuyam Nasati Tai Purushoya Jagatarayam. Purushoto Sarga Saman Punuyam Nasati Tai Purushoya Jagatarayam. Jagatarayam. 54. Patipotravati Nari Devayoragre Murata Yadi. Once more. Patipotravati Nari Devayoragre Murata Yadi. Purushoto Sargam Naiva Kuriya de Dadiada de Gam Ja Maya Sevinim. Purushoto Sargam Naiva Kuriya de Dadia de Daga de Gam. Purushoto Sargam Naiva Kuriya de Dadia de Gam Ja Payasavinim. Purushoto Sargam Naiva Kuriya de Dadia de Gam Ja Payasavinim. Purushapam Mahayadhyasatu Sakanante Purushatva Ja Kecharam. Purushapam Mahayadhyasatu Sakanante Purushatva Ja Kecharam. Sampatenanam Sampatenanam Nirake Naraha Garepa Pariyanante Punjate Yamayatanam. Two versions. I just read the first version. I'm not gonna stress that version. Sampatenanam Narake Kore Yavada Puta Samampa Plavana. Sampatenanam Narake Kore Yavada Puta Samampa. Sampatenanam Narake Kore Yavada Puta Samampa. Sampatenanam Narake Kore Yavada Bhuta Samampalabama. Second version. Or that was the second version. This is the first version. Samampatanana Sampatananarake Kore Yavada Bhuta Samampalabama. Sampatananarake Kore Yavada Bhuta Sampalabama. Okay, moving on. 56. Urashapam Mahayadiasatu Sakanate Purushatwa Owe. Urashapam Dado Yadiasatu Nildayo Purushatui Yashatui Piha Sa Naraha Yarapapariyanantam Punakati Yamayatanam. Second version. Sa Naraha Garipapariyanante Punjate Yamayatanam. Yeah. 57. Evam Garatava Purushottu Sagam Guriyata Chradatani Shodosham. Sapinen Dui Karana Dalbaka Talaham. Sapinen Dui Karana Dalbaka. Sapinen Dui Karana Dalbaka Tadaham Kathayami Tem. '58. Satane Devarel Tal Tamalge. Satane Devarel Talmage Tamalge. Satane Devarel Tamalge Ja Jitayam Chavahasatakem. Once more. 58. Satane. So that was correct. Second try. Satane Devarel Talmalge Ja Jitayam Tamalge. Satane Devarel Talmalge. Satane Devarel Tamalge Ja Jitayam Chavahasatakem. Asati Samjayane Shashutwa Dasha Binundwa Dasha Hunika. Asati Samjayane Shashutwa Asati Samjayane Shashutwa Asati Samjayane Shashutwa Dasha Binundwa Dasha Hunika. Malinam Shodosham Jaitata Pratamam Parikil Titama. Anya Jajam Shodosham Matye Dvidiyam Kathayami Tem. Shloka 60. Pratamam Vishnava Dadyad Dvidiyam Shri Shivaya Jam. Yamyaya Parivaraya Durtiyam Pinanda Murtusarajam Muttusarajama Churajata. Yamyaya Parivaraya Durtiyam Pinanda Muttusar. I cannot say mu. It should be funny for a few people. Yamyaya Parivaraya Durtiyam Pinanda Mutta Surajata. Mu. I'm serious, I cannot say mu right now. Mu, like cows go mu. Cannot go mu. How sad. Yamyaya Parivaraya Durtiyam Pinanda Mutta Surajata. I'll take it. Tam Somar. Okay, I'll have to say it again out of respect. Ramya Yamya Parivaraya Durtiyam Pinanda Mutta Surajata. Tam Somarajaya Avyavahaya Panchamama. Kavyavahaya Shashatam Cha Dadiyat Kalaya Sapatama. Okay, second version. So this apparently has the better version than the one that I'm reading. The one that I'm reading is printed poorly. Like, they use the professional printer and everything, but the quality is very poor. Oh my effing god. This is like in a Catholic church. A priest will be going like, oh, what abomination is this in my church? Like, take that out of here, kind of. That's crazy. This is what that is. Kavyavahaya Shashatamja Dadiyadakalaya Sapatamama. Yeah, this is the correct one. That should scare some people. It scares me. It scares me. Alright, 62. Rudraya Jashatamam Tadyanan Navamam Purushoya Jam. Rudraya Jashatamam Tadyanan Navamam Purushoya Jam. Prataya Dashamam Jaivaikang Dasham Vishnava Namaha. Vishnava. My mistake. Prataya Dasham. Somebody's going, yeah, that's so Chinese of you. Instead of saying Vishnava, you said Vishnava. Prataya. I'm trying to fix. Prataya Dashamam Jaivaika Dasham Vishnava Namaha. Prataya. So sometimes when you say it correctly, when you say one sentence correctly, the sentence makes itself known to you afterwards. So now I know what the sentence is. I read it correctly, so now I know what the sentence is. I'll read it again because now I know what the sentence is. That's what happens with Aryan Sanskrit. Is when you read it correctly, sometimes it reveals itself, and now you go, okay, now I could read it right now. Prataya Dashamam Jaivaika Dasham Vishnava Namaha. It means it makes it 20 times easier before you got it right. Deva Dasham Brahmanwe Dadya de Vishnava Ja Driyodashama Drayodasham. Devadasham Brahmanwe Dadya de Vishnava Ja Drayodashama. Chaturdasham Shiva Yaiva Yamaya Dasha Panchakama. Chaturdasham Shiva Yaiva Yamaya Dasha Panchakama. Once again, from the arrow. Chaturdasham Shiva Yaiva Yamaya Dasha Panchakama. Tadya Tata Purusha Yaiva Pinandam Shodoshakam Kagam. Matyam Shodoshakam Prahura Tata Tavan Vido Janah. Matyam Shodoshakam Prahura Tatatava Tatata. Matyam Madhyam Shodashakam Madhyam Shodashakam Brahura Tatatava Devavido Madhyam Shodashakam Brahura Tatatava Tatatadevan Madhyam Shodashakam Brahura Tatatadevavido Janaha. Once again, that was correct. Second try. Madhyam Shodashakam Madhyam Shodashakam Brahura Tatatadevan Madhyam Shodashakam Brahura Tatatadevavido Janaha. Devadasha Pratima Shwashu Pakushuikam Chan Tripakushuikama Nyunashona Masikam Pinandam. Okay. So the first try was correct, but I want to say it again, and I wish I could explain why I'm laughing about that, but it's 65. 16 shlokas left. Home stretch. I'll be done in 20 minutes or less. Devadasha Pratima Shweshu Pakushuikam Cha Tripakushuikama Devadasha Pratima Shweshu Pakushuikam Cha Tripakushuikama Nyunashana Masikam Pinandam Tadyana Nyunabudikam Tatangam. Two versions. First version. Nyunashana Masikam Pinandam Tadyana Nyunabudikam Tatangam. Second version. Nyunapanan Masikam Pinandam Tadyana Nyunadvikam Tatangam. Alright. Shloka 66. Uttatamam Shodasham Chaitanamatang De Parikirtitama. That sounded too drunk. That's by my standards, by the not God. God says it's okay. Whatever that I did, whatever that I just did counted, but it sounded too drunk. Uttatamam Shodasham Chaitanamatang De Parikirtitama. Aipayitivang Charum Tai Kushoya Kuriya Dekate Ta Shehani. Aipayitivang Charum Tai Kushoya Kuriya Deka Dashe Hani. Shrapayitivang Charum Tai Kushoya Kuriya Deka Dashe Hani. Chatavāri Chatavarim Chatavarim Chatatathaiva Shirto Shiradatam Pratatavana Shanama. Chatavarim Chatatathaivam Chatavarim Chatatathaiva Shirto Shiradatam Pratatavana Shanama. Yasya Jatam Vitanena Sa Paveta Pitra Pimpam Deepak Pangadeepak. So this is the correct spelling. Once again, this book uses, instead of w, it uses in Aryan Sanskrit. It's wrong. That's my point here. So I have to read this version. Shloka 67. Here we go. Yasyam Yasya Jadam Bitanena Sa Pavata Pitra Bing Bangudi Bangudi Park Bangudi Park Yasya Jadam Bitanena Sa Pavata Pitra Bangudi Park Yasya Jadam Bitanena Sa Pavata Pitra Bangudi Park almost. Yasya Jadam Bitanena Sa Pavata Pitra Bangudi Park. Once again. Yasya Jadam Bitanena Sa Pavata Pitra Bangudi. Yasya Jadam Bitanena Sa Pavata Pitra Bangudi Park. Taking it. 58. 13 left. No, 68, sorry. 68. 13 left. Pitra Bangudi. Yeah, so I have to use this version. So, yeah. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Bodosha Drayama. Chodoshatrayam, sorry. Chodosha. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Bodosha Shoda. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama almost. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama. So I understand why they separated it here. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama. That's the issue at hand. It's the effect of Kali Yuga. There's nothing anybody could do about this. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama. Once again. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama. I'll take that. And just to be sure, I'll do a different version. Second version. Pitra Bangudi Brave Shai Tam. Garayata Shoda Chatrayama. Okay. Etaja Chiradatam Vihi Nashijata Bratom. Etaja Chiradatam Vihi Nashijata Bratom Pavati Susatirama. Etaja Chiradatam Vihi Nashijata Brato Pavati Susatirama. Yavanana Diyate Shiradatam Shodoshastra Samjinyakama. Yeah, this is the correct spelling. In this book, they're using amma instead of the silent N sound. Yavanana Diyate Shiradatam Shodoshastra. Yavanana Diyate Shiradatam Yavanana Diyate Shiradatam Shodoshastra Samjinyakama. Yavanana Diyate Shiradatam Shodoshastra Samjinyakama. 스바다드담 바라다드담 짱 다바는 나이 보빠 디슈터댐 스바다드담 바라다드담 짱 다바는 나이 보빠 디슈터댐 다스마드 putrana kartavyam vitina shodoshatrayama 다스마드 putrana kartavyam vitina shodoshatrayama 팔둘방을 꾸르때 받으니 다스야흐 시레요 야나는 닦아면 팔둘방을 꾸르때 받으니 다스야흐 시레요 야나는 닦아면. Sometimes this version is correct also, so I have to use both of them. This is how crazy this world is. You have to use two different things to make one thing work. Okay, Shloka 71. 10 shlokas left. Doing okay. I should have finished right now with the whole thing, but whatever. It is what it is. 71. 10 shlokas left. Sampare tasya yang patiyuha gurute jaltubadehikama. Okay, second version. Sampare tasya yang patiyuha gurute jaltubadehikama. Goshoyaham ba goshoykam shradatam sang sati diutyate mayang. Upakang yang sang 팔둘지 바디에쇼 파리브라탕 파티브라탕. 우파카라야 상 팔둘지 바디에쇼 파티브라탕. 지비탐 사팔람 다시양 양 무르탐 스바미남 파제트. Atan kasa citta pramadena muriyate ahani vari piha. 73. 8 left. Atan kasa citta pramadena muriyate ahani vari piha. Samskara pramukham kaima saivam kuriya diathang biti. Second version. Samskara pramukham kaima saivam kuriya diathang biti. Pramada diju chayang papi naga devang muriyate yadi. Pakosho yoru payol nagam panchamishu prapujayat. Once again. Pakosho yoru payol nagam panchamishu prapujayat. Pakashoyo Payolnagam Panchamishu Prapujayat. Once more. Pakashoyo Payolnagam Pakashoyo Payolnagam Panchamishu Prapujayat. I'll take it. 75. Kuriya te Beshert Mayim Lakyam Naga Poga Karatim Puvi. Kuriya te Beshert Mayim. Kuriya te Beshert Mayim Lakyam Naga Poga Karatim Puvi. Once again. Kuriya te Beshert Mayim Lakyam Naga Poga Karatim Puvi. Ajayatatam Sataiha Poshapaiha Sugadantaisha Janandanena Jam. Pradadiyad tu Padi Pao Jananda Janandulam Shita Dilakam Dilam Shui. Shloka 76, 5 left. Home stretch for sure. I've been saying home stretch for the last half an hour. Home stretch 76. Prada Diyad tu Padi. Prada Diyad tu Padi Pao Janandulam Shita Dilanan Ku Shui Better. Prada Diyad tu Padi Pao Janandulam Shita Dilanan Ku Shui Better Dilane. Prada Diyad tu Padi Dao. Prada Diyad tu Padi Pao Janandulam Shita Dilanan Ku Shui Better. Prada Diyad tu Padi Pao Janandulam Shita Dilanan Ku Shui Better. Dilanan Ku Shui Better. Prada Diyad tu Padi Pao. Prada Diyad tu Padi Pao Janandulam Shita Dilanan Ku Shui Better. Dilanan Ku Shui Better. Come on. Once again. 76 from the air. Prada Diyad tu Padi tu Pa. Prada Diyad tu Padi Pao Janandulam Shita Dilanan Ku Shui Better. Prada Diyad tu Padi Pao Janandulam Shita Dilanan Ku Shui Better. I'll take that. Ama Peshetam Naivedyam Ku Shui Ram Vinibedayat. Savanam Shakatito Savanam Shakatito Nagam Gam Tadiyad Dvijanamanem. Garatanjali Satato Bruyat Priyatam Nagara Duiti. Alright. There's 3 shlokas left. Garatanjali Satato Garatanjali Satato Bruyat Garatanjali Satato Bruyat Priyatam Nagara Duiti. I already read that before. 3 shlokas left. Punasateshvam Prakulvita Narayana Balikriyama. Once again. Punasatesham Parakulvita Narayana Balikriyama. Punasatesham Punasatesham Parakulvita Narayana Balikriyama. Tatang Napanante Savaiva Sam Mujyate Salva Pak Takaiha. Tayang Napanante Savaiva Sam Mujyate Salva Pak Takaiha. Once again. Tayang Napanante Savaiva Sam Mujyate Salva Pak Takaiha. I'll take it. It sounded a little drunk. Okay, I'll read it once more. Tayang Napanante Savaiva Sam Mujyate Salvapa Takaiha. Tayang Napanante Savaiva Sam Mujyate Salvapa Takaiha. Okay, 2 left. The last 2 shlokas, I have to use the restroom after this. Evam Sarvakariyam Gurutava. Evam Sarvakariyam Gurutava Khatam Sananam Jalanan Vidama. Evam Sarvakariyam Gurutava Khatam Sananam Jalanan Vidama. Once again. Evam Sarvakariyam Gurutavang Khatam Sananam Jalanam Vidama. Tadyada Buddham Yatang Samkhyana Bindana Va Sajalana Garimat. Okay, second version. Tadyada Buddham Yatha Sangankyana Bindana Va Sajalana Garimat. Tadya Dabadam Yatha Sangankhya. Tadya Dabadam Yatha Sangankhya Binandanam Bang Sajalana Garimat. Same as Sajalana Garimat. Tadya Dabadam Yatha Sangankhya Binandanam Bang Sajalana Garamat. Tadya Dabadam Yatha Sangankhya Binandanam Bang Sajalana Garamat. Tadya Dabadam Yatha Sangankhya Binandanam Bang Sajalana Garamat. Okay, final sentence. Eka eva meka dashe kurutava uriyata sa binandanam tataha. Shaya padanam danam ja karayat sutake kate. Chaya padanam danam ja karayat sutake kate. Shaya padanam danam ja Karayatasu take kate. So that's the correct sentence. Iti Shri Avamekadashek. Okay. Iti Shri Garuda Puranoe Sarodhare Ekadashadina Viti Nirupanam Nama Divadasho Thyayah. Iti Shri Garuda Puranoe Sarodhare Ekadashan. Iti Shri Garuda Puranoe Sarodhare Ekadashadina Vitini. I'm gonna just read it from here. Just the ending title. iti Shri Garuda Puranoe Sarodhare Ekada Shadina Biti Nirupanam Nama Dubadasho Tyayaha. Whatever, just the ending, closing statement. Namaste. Okay, so if you came by just to listen to Sanskrit, I am not reciting any more Sanskrit. I am done reading Sanskrit for the day. I'll read the translation next and last. I need to use the restroom. I've drank so much. Alright, so after my restroom break, reading chapter 12. Okay, thank you. 2 minutes. Okay, reading this translation. Switching mic. I'm gonna check. So yeah, this is much better for this purpose. Cool. Alright, I want to have fun. So I'm not reading any more Sanskrit. So this should be just, fun, nothing else. This is strictly for fun purposes and nothing else. But disclaimer. Okay, so let me just get through as many as possible quickly. And then I'll take a break. Here we go. Chapter 12. Mic check. Garuda said, O Lord of the Holy Ones, tell me about the 11th day rite also, and, O ruler of the universe, explain the ceremony of the dedication of the bull. The Blessed Lord said, "In the early morning on the 11th day, one should go to a water reservoir and perform diligently all the funeral ceremonies. He should invite Brahmins while reading Vedas and Shastras and bowing their heads with hands folded together, pray for the release of the departed. Even a preceptor should become purified by bathing and performing the sanatya and other ceremonies. One should do the 11th ceremony as prescribed. One should perform the 10th day Shraddha in the family name without manantras, and on the 11th day offer a rice bowl to the departed with manantras. One should make a golden image of Vishnu, a silver one of Brahma, a copper one of Rudra, and an iron one of Yama, or bird. To the west there should be a pot filled with Ganges water for Vishnu, and upon it one should place Vishnu clad in yellow robes. To the east there should be a pot of milk and water for Brahma, and there one should place Brahma clad in white robes. To the north there should be a pot of honey and clarified butter for Rudra, and to the north there should be a pot of honey and clarified butter for Rudra, and there one should place Rudra clad in red robes. To the south there should be a pot of rainwater for Yama, and upon it one should place Yama clad in black robes. The sun, having made a circle in the middle and placed therein kusha grass, facing southward, with a sacred thread over the right shoulder, should make the water offering. He should make water offering with Vedic mantras to Vishnu, to the Creator, to Shiva, and to Justice. Perform the offering to the fire, and then the 11th day Shraddha time. And he should next make a gift of a cow for the helping along of his forefathers. I'm going to read it again. And he should next make a gift of a cow for the helping along of his forefathers. This cow is given by me. May it please thee, O Madhavam. His clothes, his ornaments, his conveyances, these which he has used, a brass vessel filled with clarified butter, the 7 grains which he liked, sesamum and the rest, the 8 great gifts. If one does not offer these in his last days, they should be brought to his bedside, and he should have them given. Having washed the feet of a Brahmin, he should honor him with cloths and other things, and give him cooked food, sweetmeats, flour cakes, and milk. Then the son should place upon the bed a golden image, and having worshipped it, give the bed as prescribed for the sake of the dead. This bed is given by me to you, O Brahmin, for the sake of the departed, with the image of the departed, and the other things. With these words, it should be given to a Brahmin preceptor who has a family. So going round him, he should salute him and present it. By this gift of the bed, and by the Shraddhas of the 9th and other days, and by the rite of the dedication of a bull, the departed goes to the highest condition. On the 11th day, the rite of the dedication of a bull should be performed as prescribed. He should not use a cow which is crippled, ill, or too young, but one having well-marked characteristics. That which has red eyes, a reddish color, red horns, neck, and hoofs, white belly, and black back, is suitable for a Brahmin. A glassy and red complexion is suitable for a Kshatriya. Yellow color for a Vaishya. Black is suitable for a Shudra. One with all limbs red, brown, with tail and feet white, is called a rightish bull, and increases the satisfaction of the forefathers. The bull whose face, legs, and tail are white, and which is the color of a lakh dye, is called dark. That which has a red color, with white face and tail, and brown hoofs and horns, is called dark-colored. That which has one color over all its limbs and tail and hoofs is called dark brown, and is the uplifter of the ancestors. That which is dove-colored and has a tilaka mark on its forehead is called deep brown, and is entirely beautiful in all its limbs. That which is dark over all its body and red in its eyes is called very dark, of which 5 varieties are known. This should by all means be dedicated and should not be used for domestic purposes. It exists in the world on this account, so runs an ancient saying. One should desire for many sons, of whom one perchance may go to Gaya, or marry a virgin Gauri, or dedicate a dark bull. He alone should be considered a son who performs the dedication of a bull and the Gaya Shraddha. Who does not do so, verily, is like unto excrement. Anyone whose ancestors are tormented in Raurava and other hells helps them all out for 21 generations by the dedication of a bull. Even the forefathers who have gone to heaven desire the dedication of a bull. Which son in our lineage will perform the dedication of a bull, by whose dedication all of us will go to the highest condition? Among all sacrifices, the bull sacrifice is a certain giver of release to us. Therefore, for the release of the forefathers, one should perform the bull sacrifice. One should do everything with diligence according to the prescribed rite. Having cast the positions of the planets and worshipped them with their respective manantras, the ailing man should... I'm going to read it again. Having cast the positions of the planets and worshipped them with their respective manantras, the ailing man should make the fire offering according to the Shastras and worship a bull. Having brought together a young bull and cow, he should bind them together with the marriage string in accordance... I'm going to read it again. Having brought together a young bull and cow, he should bind them together with the marriage string in accordance with marriage rites, and then tether them to a post, and should bathe the bull and young cow with the water from the pot of Rudra, and, having worshipped them with fragrances and garlands, walk round them. Fragrances. He should, the right side with the trident of Shiva, and the left side with the discus. Having released the bull, the son, with hands folded together, should recite this mantra. Thou art justice in the form of a bull. Thou wert formerly created by Brahma. On account of your being released, hop over this ocean of existence. Having thus bowed to it, with this mantra, you should release the bull and the young cow. I shall always be the granter of boons to you, and will give release to the departed. In the month of Kartika, and in other auspicious months, when the sun is going north, in the bright I'm gonna take a little break. Half done. I'm half done. 50% done. Taking a 1-minute break and then finishing up. So I would say about 20 minutes left in meeting. 20 minutes or less. Yeah, sounds about right. I would say about 15 minutes left. Yeah, today is a good session. Wow. Here we go. 44. In the month of Kartika and in other auspicious months, when the sun is going north, in the bright fortnight, or the dark on the 12th and following days, in the 2 eclipses at a sacred bathing place, at the equinoctial and solstitial points, one should perform the dedication of a bull. In the 2 eclipses at a sacred bathing place, at the equinoctial and solstitial points, one should perform the dedication of a bull. At the hour when the sun enters an auspicious constellation and in a pure place, a Brahmin who knows the rites and has the auspicious signs should be invited. By recitation, by fire offerings, likewise by gifts, the purification of the body should be done. As in the former case, all the rites should be done, such as the fire offering and the rest. And having placed a shalagrama, one should do the Vaishnava Shraddha, and then perform the Shraddha for himself and give gifts to the twice-born. He who does this, O bird, whether having a son or not, by the performance of the dedication of a bull, obtains the fruit of all his desires. That condition which is obtained by the performance of the release of a bull is not reached by oblations to the fire and other sacrifices, nor by manifold gifts. The sins which are committed in infancy, in childhood, in youth, in manhood, and in old age are destroyed without doubt by the dedication of a bull. The betrayer of friends, the ungrateful, the drinker of intoxicants, he who goes with his teacher's wife, the slayer of a Brahmin, the stealer of gold, are all absolved by the dedication of a bull. Therefore should one perform the bull sacrifice with all diligence, O Dargoshu. There is no merit in all the 3 worlds equal to that from the dedication of a bull. If a woman, having a husband and a son, predeceases both, the dedication of a bull should not be performed. One should not present, 51 again. 30 left, 30 shlokas left. If a woman having a husband and a son predeceases both, the dedication of a bull should not be performed. One should present a milk-giving cow. He who burdens a bull on the shoulder or on the back falls into wow, this is a really good sentence. Pira should read this sentence. He who burdens a bull on the shoulder or on the back falls into a dreadful hell or bird until the coming of the deluge. The man who cruelly strikes a bull with his fists or with sticks suffers the torments of Yama until the end of the age. Yeah, this I'm gonna just give me 1 second here. I just screenshotted the text so I could post it later on X, because I think PETA would love it if they looked at it. The man who cruelly strikes a bull with his fists or with sticks suffers the torments of Yama until the end of the age. Yama means death, or the death, god of death. That's what Yama is. God of death. Death has a god. His name is Yama. Having thus carried out the dedication of a bull, one should perform the 16 Shraddhas. I will tell you what should be done prior to Sapinandui ceremony. That at the place of death, at the threshold, halfway on the road, at the funeral pyre, in the hand of a corpse, and at the collection of the bones. These 6 and the 10 Punundas given in the 10 days. These first 16 are called impure. And next I will tell you about the second, the middle 16. One should offer the first rice ball to Vishnu, the second to the blessed Shiva. One should present the third to the retinue of Yama, the fourth to King Soma, the fifth to the bearer of oblations to the Shining Ones, and the sixth to the bearer of oblations to the Forefather. The seventh one should present to death. The seventh one should present to death. The eighth one should give to Rudran, the ninth to Purusha, the 10th to the departed, and the 11th reverently to Vishnu. The 12th one should give to Brahma, the 13th to Vishnu, the 14th to Shiva, the 15th to Yama. The 16th rice ball, a bird, one should give to Purusha. These are called the middle 16 by men who know the truth. One should give rice balls in each one of the 12 months on the 4th night, the 3rd fortnight before the 6 months, and also before the year. This is the last 16 I have declared to you, having had food cooked or Dargoshriyam. The 48 Shraddhas destroy the condition of the ghost life. He for whom the series is performed becomes a member of the assembly of the forefathers. The 3 16s should be performed so that the departed may join the assembly of the forefathers. If deprived of Shraddhas, the ghost remains as Preta always. If the performance of the 3 16s of Shraddhas is not carried out, either by himself or another, then he certainly does not join them. I'm going to read that again. If the performance of the 3 16s of Shraddhas is not carried out, either by himself or another, then he certainly does not join them. Therefore, The 3/16 should be performed by the son as prescribed, or if the wife does them for the husband, there is uninterrupted prosperity. She who does the funeral ceremonies on the death of her husband, and the annual and the fortnightly is called by me the faithful. This faithful wife lives for the good of her husband. The life is fruitful of her who worships her dead Lord. I'm going to read it again. This faithful wife lives for the good of her husband. The life is fruitful of her who worships her dead Lord. Also, for anyone who, owing to carelessness, is killed by fire or by water, one should perform the sacrament and other rites as prescribed. If he is killed through recklessness willfully, or by a serpent, then one should worship a serpent on the 5th day of each fortnight. One should form a picture of a hooded serpent upon the ground with rice powder. This is like a magic spell. One should form a picture of a hooded serpent upon the ground with rice powder, and worship with white, sweet-smelling flowers and sandal paste. One should offer a serpent incense. One should offer a serpent incenses and lights, and strew rice and sesame, and should dedicate uncooked rice flour, eatables, and milk. One should offer a serpent made of gold according to his means, and a cow to a twice-born. One should offer a serpent made of gold according to his means, and a cow to a twice-born. Then one should, with hands together, may the King of Serpents be pleased. One should further perform for them the rite Narayana Bali, by which they are absolved of all sins and obtain residence in heaven. Okay, 2 shlokas left. I'm gonna read the previous, so 3 shlokas left right now. Here we go. And should further perform for them the rite Narayana Bali, by which they are absolved of all sins and obtain residence in heaven. Thus, having done all the rites, one should give every day a jar with food and water until the end of the year, or rice balls with water regularly. Okay, last sentence, or final shloka. Last shloka, here we go. Having done this on the 11th day, he should then offer the rice balls for all the ancestors, and when free from pollution, he should have made a gift of a bed and other gifts. Thus ends Garuda Purana, the 11th chapter, which is named on account of the 11th day rite. Went too far, sorry. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much. This ends the Shri Garuda Purana, the 11th chapter, the 12th chapter, which is named The Account of the 11th Day Ceremony. Thank you. Have a good day. Shabbat here in 1.5 hours. Namaste. Thank you. Good night. See you Sunday. I'll be on kick on Saturdays.